if you do not have air conditioning, a fan may not be that helpful to you. So what I would say to do is go to a public place where there is air conditioning, and that would be maybe a library, maybe the mall. Those would be places that I would go to make sure that you're in a cool area. Even if you only go for a couple of hours, that will help bring your body temperature down and save you. Now, the next thing that we always ask is for people to drink fluids. All right. The most important thing is please do not drink alcoholic beverages because that's not going to keep you cool. That's just going to make you get more dehydrated. Similarly, caffeinated drinks will be there. So the one thing that I say when I tell you to take extra fluid in, the most important thing is you need to make sure that if you're somebody who's on medication and they don't want you to, your doctor does not want you to have a lot of fluids, you need to discuss that with your doctor before you overload yourself with fluids if you're in that category, okay? Stay indoors when possible, right? Air conditioning, as I said, is important. The electric fans may not be helpful. I'm just repeating that again for you, all right? And then, if you can, wear lightweight clothing, loose fitting. Never put a child or an animal or anybody in a parked car. And please do not think that you can sleep in your vehicle and turn the air conditioner on. Every year there's somebody who dies from carbon monoxide poisoning because they think that they can use the air conditioner in their car as a substitute. If you sleep in the car with the air conditioning on, your chances are very, very poor for your survival. The people that are at risk, again, are all the people that are in the protected categories: infants and children younger than 5, people age 65 and older, people with mental illnesses, people that have other medical problems that may leave them compromised. So if there are people that you're watching that are in these categories, please try to see them at least twice a day. And then I'm going to let my emergency room director say a few words, and then we'll take questions. Thank you. Dr. Boot.
Good afternoon. Again, it's going to be very hot the next couple of days. I would think that you guys should stay hydrated, stay in a cool place, and just check. The other thing is check on the elderly, check on your neighbors, and make sure that they're actually hydrated and they're in the shade and the air conditioner is actually working.
Doctor, what are some of the warning signs we should look for when we're out in the heat?
Dizziness, not feeling well, nauseous, and if that happens, just keep yourself hydrated and get in the shade as much as possible.
Aren't there also spots, like you put a cold, I've heard if you put something cold like on your wrist if you're not feeling well, isn't this a spot where you will cool down faster, put like a cold pack or something?
The axillary area and the groin, more than anything else.
What do you see in terms of people coming in the hospital on days like today, hoping with the heat wave?
Usually we see a lot of elderly patients, young patients. They come in, they're nauseous, they're vomiting. And the only time I really worry about is when they're not really making sense, they're altered. Then I know that things are really getting bad.
What advice do you have for people who don't have the luxury of working indoors and are stuck working outside, maybe like construction workers?
They need to drink a lot and get in the shade when they get a chance. And if they feel themselves getting nauseous and not feeling well, hydrate yourself and actually get into a cool place.
The other thing that you had mentioned earlier, which is important, is when people come in and they start to feel like they're slurring their speech or not making sense or can't answer simple questions, the cognitive values may be there, they can also precipitate a stroke. So sometimes in heat exhaustion time periods, you see an increased amount of strokes as well. So you need to watch out for that. So if anybody's in that situation, get them to a 911 facility as quickly as possible. Other questions?
Just anecdotally, any really severe cases you've seen over the years that will scare, that convince people at home to really pay attention?
Again, the last time we had the heat wave, I think that same day after we gave a press conference, we had a patient with heat stroke, heat illnesses. We see that all the time. It's a common occurrence when it's really hot.
Right.
And why is the second day worse?
Because you've already gone through a full day of high temperatures and there's no relief for the second day. And that's why heat waves are very, very important. By the third day, if you made it to the third day and escaped the second day, you might be in better shape. But a lot of people can have problems on the third day. But really, by the end of the second day, that's the most crucial time that we see, just by the records and stuff that you could look up on the internet quite easily.
Your press release said that you have seen an increase in patients due to the high temperatures. Can you give any specific numbers, like how many so far you've had admitted, or?
So let me tell you this. Every time that there's a heat wave, by the end of the second day, we start admitting a lot more patients that are dehydrated. And sometimes they come from nursing homes, and sometimes they come from just out in the community. Brick buildings take in a lot of heat, right? That's why you hear, so and the brick retains the heat. So that also makes it worse for the second day as well.
But just like any numbers, have you seen like a dozen already so far this week, or?
No, nothing really specific at this point.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Great.
I was calling her.